Hello and welcome to Football Daily, where today we're running through some players on the fringes of the England setup to see who could make the leap to stardom in the Three Lions shirt. 10. Jacob Ramsey. Every campaign throws up a few surprises, and Jacob Ramsey is a positive one. After just 6 previous starts for Villa, the 20-year-old is their 8th most used player this season, and with 6 goals to date trails only Watkins in the scoring charts, impressing in a team finding its way under a new boss and still defined by the hole where Jack Grealish used to be. Ramsey is still a work in progress, but for a youngster, his versatility is impressive. Ranking second in the squad to Buendia for pressures, he buzzes around the pitch winning possession 4 times a game. But he's a useful passer too, trailing only McGinn for balls into the final third and making more forward passes each game than Douglas Luiz. Though not much of a dribbler, he can run with the ball, leading the team in progressive carries, and seems to have a sixth sense for when space is about to open up, explaining why he's in the top 15% of midfielders for XG and touches in the box. Given the lack of options in the England midfield, Ramsey is an easy choice for the Three Lions. We're sure ex-Villa man Southgate is watching. 9. Adam Webster. Every great side has a cultured centre-back, and in this spot, England are lacking. Harry Maguire has lost his form, Stones never fulfilled his promise, and Ben White is still relatively raw. So there's a window for Brighton's Adam Webster to make himself useful to his country, and though uncapped at 27, his age means he brings experience of both back 4 and back 3 football to the national setup. With Webster filling the hole left by White, Brighton have put together the 6th best defence in the country this season, though admittedly Duffy, Dunk and Feltman have all played more than him. However, when on the field he's the one driving them forward, leading the squad in final third entries with 6.5 per 90, placing in the top 4% of centre halves, while he also makes the top 5% in his position for progressive carries, distance carried and carries into the danger zone. But Webster can defend too and is dominant in the air, winning 76% of his duels, potentially making him a good replacement for Maguire. In a young England side, Webster would provide solidity, intelligence and physicality, a good option if White Tomori feels too adventurous. 8. Kade Gordon. If anyone knows what makes a teenage footballer special, it's Wayne Rooney, and the England legend saw enough from Kade Gordon to give him his debut at Derby, before selling him on to Liverpool in February 2021. A left-footer who likes to cut in off the right, Gordon has since appeared in the League Cup, FA Cup and Premier League, and became the club's 2nd youngest scorer ever in January 2022 with a goal against Shrewsbury Town. The Reds' hierarchy is clearly impressed, with Klopp talking up the 17-year-old's finishing and his number 2 Pepijn Lijnders saying the winger has fire in each moment he touches the ball, perhaps explaining why he was able to make an early jump to England's under-18s, debuting in a draw with Wales last autumn. Able to beat opponents with ease, Gordon's speed and goal-scoring instinct stand out, and he's working with the best role models in the game, already developing a mentor relationship with James Milner. As Salah and Mane age, they'll need more rest and Gordon should get chances. Given Klopp's track record, it wouldn't be surprising to see him unearth another gem. 7. Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale has become a neutral's favourite this season. After successive relegations with Bournemouth and Sheffield United, the stopper was an unpopular signing for Arsenal in the summer of 2021. But 7 months on, he's firmly club number 1 and looking a £25 million bargain after 12 clean sheets in 23 league games and under a goal allowed each match. That clean sheet tally means 1 more will make him Arsenal's most successful keeper since 2016, and another 5 in the final 10 would be the best by a Gunners stopper since David Seaman's 19 back in 1998-99. Ranking 3rd in the Prem for save percentage, Ramsdale's huge personality has transmitted confidence to a rookie back line, as has his fearless passing through the lines, sitting 4th among PL keepers for passes completed under pressure per game and cross-claiming, in the top 5th in his position, and all at just 23 years old, making him the 2nd youngest regular keeper in the division after Meslier. Having doubled his value in a year, according to Transfermarkt, Ramsdale's cap against San Marino is sure to be the first of many. Jordan Pickford's critics will be delighted. 6. Fikayo Tomori. Arguably England's most informed defender this season, Fikayo Tomori is a rarity in a nation generally reluctant to try living abroad. The Englishman, born in Canada to Nigerian parents, moved to AC Milan last summer for £25 million and has been a virtual ever-present in a defence which has allowed just 1 goal and under 1 XG per game this season, powering a surge to Serie A's summit and a shot at a first title in 11 years. 24-year-old Tomori has been remarkable. He may not have the silkiness of some young centre-backs, but he still manages 9 long balls a game at a 74% clip, and he's unusually aggressive and sharp, for a man with under 100 top-flight appearances, making 5 tackles and interceptions per 90 while committing fewer fouls than more experienced defenders like Simon Kjær and Alessio Romagnoli. That solidity, combined with great pace, makes Tomori a huge asset in an increasingly fast-paced division, and would provide a nice counterpoint to England's other centre-backs like Stones and White, who are more focused on distribution than defending. Already good and with a chance to become great, Tomori has just 2 caps but won't wait forever. 5. Jaime Byno Gittens. The explosion of British talent is more and more evident in Europe's best academies. 5 years ago, Borussia Dortmund had 0 English players in their under-19 squad, but now they have 2, plus Bellingham in the first team, and soon to join him is Jaime Byno Gittens, an exciting winger BVB picked up from Man City in 2020, and who, inevitably, has been christened the new Jadon Sancho. In fairness, Byno Gittens is a tricky winger, and alongside countryman Bradley Fink, is staking his claim to a place in the senior squad at 17 years old. This term, he's bagged 6 goals in 4 UEFA Youth League appearances, despite only recently returning from a damaged ankle ligament, and though fitness has interrupted his football over the last 2 campaigns, he's retained his electric pace and one-on-one threat, earning a spot to train with Dortmund's first team and coach Marco Rose, who knows potential when he sees it, having granted debuts to Haaland and Szoboszlai at RB Salzburg. England may have a congested attack, but Byno Gittens is a whopping 9 years younger than Grealish and 10 younger than Sterling, meaning he'll be hitting his prime as they age out. He could prove another gift from BVB to the Three Lions. 4. Tino Livramento. Right back may be the most congested area of England's current setup, but that doesn't mean there's no hope for Tino Livramento. With 5 tackles and interceptions each game, the 19-year-old far outstrips Trent on 3.8 and James on 2.9, while he successfully challenges dribblers 58% of the time, compared to 40% and 31% for the other 2 respectively. He's also a solid dribbler himself, with 1.4 completed each match, in the top 15% of fullbacks, rarely commits fouls, and while Hasenhüttl's direct tactics affect his pass numbers and accuracy, there's no reason to expect he won't scale up to a better team, having come through the famously competitive Chelsea Academy. Also eligible for Portugal and Scotland, Livramento will be playing international football before long, especially if he makes the rumoured switch to Tottenham Hotspur in the summer. England should make sure he's wearing their shirt. 3. Harvey Elliott. Fitting in at Liverpool is impressive, fitting in there at 18 is incredible, but Harvey Elliott seemed ready-made for the Reds at the start of the season, starting 3 of the club's first 4 games of the campaign before a fractured ankle ruled him out for 5 months, returning to the squad and lineup in Liverpool's impressive away victory over Inter Milan in the European knockouts. It's a small sample, but Elliott, a winger midfielder hybrid in the Foden mould, has quite simply been sensational. After producing 18 goal involvements in the Championship last year, he's taken and created 5 shots a game for Klopp's team, and as well as a strong 25 pressures, he's put up 9 forward runs and 9 progressive passes per 90 minutes. Numbers so good that if maintained would place him 2nd and 13th in the league respectively. Time will tell whether Elliott is only good enough to be part of a world-class team or is good enough to make a team world-class, but with the approval of one of the game's best managers, our expectations are already climbing. 2. Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Sometimes great things come out of disaster. LVG's tenure at Manchester United unearthed Marcus Rashford. Bukayo Saka is one of the few bright spots in Unai Emery's Arsenal legacy, and Leicester's horrific campaign, down 16 points on last season after the same number of games, has produced Kieran Dewsbury Hall, a Leicestershire native who is in the Fox's most used 11 this season and lifted his first career silverware in last summer's Community Shield. Dewsbury Hall is probably older than you think at 23, but has been a Leicester player since 8 and has a superb fitness record much needed in Rodgers' injury-plagued squad, going 4 years without missing a youth game before his senior bow. An adventurous passer, he ranks 2nd to Tielemans for balls into the final third this season, and is solid across the board, with 4 tackles and interceptions per 90 and 1.3 dribbles, while his forward running is genuinely exceptional, with 6 progressive carries each match, better than 87% of European midfielders. Less talented than Rice, less promising than Bellingham, Dewsbury Hall is nonetheless a reliable, versatile presence who deserves a shot in England's underpowered engine room. 1. Michael Olise. We could easily have picked Conor Gallagher at number 1, but Palace are so blessed with talent this campaign that we had a choice to make, and Michael Olise makes our list. The 20-year-old is eligible for England, France, Algeria and Nigeria, but was born a Londoner, and is lighting up his hometown this term in an Eagles side enjoying a deserved reputation for entertainment. Olise is barely into his 20s, and Patrick Vieira has used the wide man sparingly, handing him just 10 league starts so far this term. But in that time, he's looked a potential world beater. Producing a goal or assist every 139 minutes, he leads his team in chances created and progressive passes, while rating well for pressing and dribbling. And amazingly, he's 4th in the Prem for running forward with the ball, trailing just Bernardo Silva, Aymeric Laporte and Jack Grealish. Arsenal, Bayern Munich and Chelsea are all credited with interest in the winger, making Olise a young man with a dizzying array of options to match his talent. England should lock him down soon or live to regret it. So those are our 10 players who could turn into England stars, but who else should we have included? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, drop us a like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and you'll never miss an upload. We'll see you next time.